What did I do on a Saturday? Picked up some comics. Also got some mail. Let's take a look at what I picked up. Got some key issues here on another video from Bronzeville Comics. Hey there, comic book community. This is Jim from Bronzeville Comics coming to you with another video. Before we get started, please like, comment, subscribe. That really helps the channel out if you're enjoying this content. And thanks for coming and spending a little bit of time here on the channel. And also follow us on the other socials. I'm on Instagram at Bronzeville_comics. I have Whatnot sales every Monday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Bronzeville_comics there on Whatnot. And if you are not on Whatnot and you're interested, you can sign up with the link in the description and it'll give you $10 off your first purchase if you use that. Also, I have an eBay store. Click on the link in the description below if you're interested in taking a look at some of the stuff I have there. So let's get into it. I got a couple of Whatnot packages and I don't honestly recall what I bought. I guess I just popped into some shows and bought some books, so time to open up some packages and see what came. I am a little bit in the dark as to what this is, so I'm going to open up these packages. This one seems reasonably thick, like I got a few books, but maybe they just put like extra cardboard or something in there. Comic Crops. Let me give a little thank you. That was cute. They kind of interesting. It looks like they created their own mailer out of just cut the cardboard from a pattern out of like a soda or beer can box. Anyway, oh, there are a few books in here. Don't remember what I ordered. And that's unusual for me. I usually, kind of remember that stuff. So maybe there's some cool stuff here. It's either some stuff I wanted for the PC or some books I felt were undervalued. Maybe I won something. So what do we got here? Oh, this I remember now. They had up, they were doing silver and bronze. These are actually in pretty nice shape. I don't know if this is the whole run, but this is just going in the collection. It's the entire collection of Prez. This is a book from 1973. I believe is the first issue. These look pretty sharp, actually. I remember this being advertised in DC Comics at the time. I think it was kind of their answer to the counterculture at the time. Figured it would be something groovy and hip that the kids of the day would enjoy. So there are 4 issues of Prez. Uno, dos. He's the first teen president. I don't know if you got this little, you get president, if you're a teenager, you're going to get that really cool sweater. I don't know. Yeah, these are, getting graded as VF minus is fine. So that's something interesting, to say the least. I'm not sure. Was it just 4 issues? Did I get the entire run? I remember reading a story. I think it was in a Brave and the Bold at the time comic from the around 2010 that they kind of took off on that Prez ideas. I don't know if it was from Another Earth, but it was kind of interesting. So I don't know what this other box is. This other Whatnot win. It may well have been a giveaway. I think it could have been. I think I won like 2 giveaways within a week, but maybe I'm wrong. Several layers of cardboard. Go. What did I get? Oh, it was a win. No, actually, I'm sorry. This was a book that I had put a pre-bid on. It was a late night show, and I put a pre-bid on it because for some reason I was missing this issue from the run. It's not a key or anything. I just put like a pre-bid on, and I went to sleep. I put a pre-bid on another book that, for what I thought would be a good deal. It's Sandman 23. I probably overpaid for this, but I said, you know what? It's sitting there in front of me on Whatnot. I looked for it the last couple shows. I don't know why I didn't get it when the series originally came out. So that completes the run. So everything there is a pickup for the personal collection. So earlier today, I had gone to the Meadowlands Flea Market. And I was just kind of looking around at stuff. And I picked up a few things, mostly lower, like dollar books, $5 books. There were a couple people there from the community. Erod was there. That's one of his favorite spots. He did very well. I picked this up. It's Avengers 148. I actually grabbed this from CGL, right? New Jersey's Collectibles. He was there. He and his dad were there set up. So I just, picked that up. Pretty cool Avengers cover. Hyperion. Rumors recently, Henry Cavill is Hyperion. If you're going to do that, and I had said that casting for months. Ever since, for like over a year, I've wanted that casting. Do Ben Affleck as Nighthawk, Ryan Reynolds as Dr. Spectrum. Just go all in on it. So I picked up a few in the dollar bins. Origin of Snake Eyes, first appearance of Timber, his pet wolf. And I was definitely using Key Collector because I am not a G.I. Joe guy. Origin of Cobra Commander, first appearance of Lowlight. This I also picked up from CGL. Lower grade, but I love this Steranko cover on Nick Fury #5. Still, the cover presents very well. And I like these kinds of books. Even the cover's split, if it looks good, get it in a lower grade. That's one of the defects I'm okay with in a personal collection book. I don't have a problem with that. This I picked up as a G.I. Joe. Ton of first appearances, and also interior art done by Todd McFarlane. For $1, I picked up the Sandman book, Batman Strikes. I got this. I kind of bundled these as a deal. FF209, the first appearance of Herbie the Robot, who was in... There was a Fantastic Four cartoon in the 1970s, Saturday morning cartoon. There was one in the 60s, which pretty much adapted the stories from the early issues of FF. And then this one was more of an original work. And they had Herbie as the fourth member instead of the Human Torch. And there may have been that they were thinking of using the Torch in another project, or they were just afraid that kids on Saturday mornings would, finish their breakfast cereal, see the Human Torch on TV, and then immolate themselves. This is Avengers 27, is I think the first cameo appearance of Starhawk. And then I picked up a Star Wars book. They had a bunch of Star Wars. Again, I'm not as familiar with the Star Wars run. I know it has some new characters that are introduced in the Marvel run that we that are not canon, at least not yet. But I picked this one up, 77. Now there was most of those I picked up, those last 3 books, from a guy who's a new dealer, and he said, I have some keys. So I looked at this one, and I gave him an offer, and he accepted it. And this, I think, is a pretty cool book to have. I'm going to see if it's grade worthy. It does have a thing with it because there was an insert inside the cover, like an advertisement insert. And this is Wolverine 88, the first meeting of Wolverine and Punisher. Wolverine and Deadpool, I'm sorry. Wolverine and Deadpool, this classic cover. I also picked this up from CGL. This is one of the best Doctor Doom covers. Right, this just him overlooking Latveria, the Fantastic Four, just really great. Then there was a vendor who had a bunch of books. I think the books were mostly $5, and he had some number ones and some keys pulled out at higher prices. I wasn't really a comic guy, just had that with a bunch of other stuff, but he did have some good stuff. But I got to him late, and it was funny because I was looking through, and it was clear that, because he had a Captain America run in the 200s, it was clear whoever had already been there had Key Collector, because all the issues that pop on Key Collector were missing. But I did find some good stuff in there. This book is a really interesting book. It's ROM 31, and it's the second appearance of Rogue, right there. Second appearance of Rogue in ROM 31. She was supposed to make her second appearance in a Ms. Marvel book, but that book was canceled. And then the stories got all jumbled. This is lower grade. Shazam 25. I already have a slab copy in I think a 9.2. This is the first appearance of Isis. Now, Isis is a character they reinvented. She was a Saturday morning cartoon character that was created by Filmation Studios, who did the live-action Shazam TV show that ran from 74 to 76. And then rather than pay the rights to do a Mary Marvel TV show, Filmation, who was always on a shoestring budget at the time, they created their own character, Isis. I believe in years subsequent, DC bought the rights to the character. She was played by an actress, Joanna Cameron, who just passed away within, I think, the last year. And so this is her first appearance at DC Comics. She did have her own series for a while in the 70s, but they brought her back into continuity in the 2000s, and she's the wife of Black Adam. Isis will be in the Black Adam movie. This is Incredible Hulk 205, The Death of Jarella. I picked this up just because of that really cool High Evolutionary Galactus cover, FF 175. Daredevil 124, first appearance of Copperhead. This, I'm not sure the significance of this one. Captain Marvel 46, that's one of the later issues. This is a nice pickup. Marvel Presents #1, the first appearance of Bloodstone. The Elsa Bloodstone, the first appearance book in her own title, has gone haywire. This is her dad. Everybody's thinking Elsa Bloodstone's coming to the MCU. Will her dad be there too? That's quite possible. I picked this book up a lot for the right price. Shade the Changing Man, #1. And I didn't pay this. I bundled these. Guy was a little stingy on making a deal. But this is a Ditko creation that Shade has been part of Justice League Dark for a while, on and off in the comics. So figure that's usually, you can find that book fairly cheap often. Invaders Annual #1. Look who did the cover. Alex Schomburg, who did so many timely covers in the 40s that are sought after. This is his last cover. It's the last cover he ever did for comic books. Picked this one up. Decent shape. 2001: A Space Odyssey #8, the first appearance of Machine Man. I picked up a Will, who's usually there. He usually has some decent stuff. Picked up a couple books from him. Static #1. I'm going to open this up and see if it's slab worthy. Doctor Strange 164. Just a classic Silver Age Doctor Strange. And there was another vendor. I picked up a couple of things from him. I picked these up from Dolph. Made me a really good deal. And I also got a 1969 Topps Joe Namath card that I needed because I had lost it as a kid. And I have the rest of the set. This is probably not in its nicest shape as the rest of the set, because we were talking for a while and we were talking books, and just to fill out the set. The Joe Namath card in my house had gone missing at some point, so I think I have the rest of that set. I have a lot of sports cards. You know, my dad and I collected when I was a kid. Anyway, a DC 100 pager, Superman family, DC Special. Just pick that up, put that as part of the PC. Black Panther's hot pick, Black Panther #1. And this was a I picked this up, I think, from Top. This is, I thought it was a pretty cool book. It looked to be in pretty nice shape. It's The Frankenstein Monster, number 8, Frankenstein meets Dracula. Come on. I don't know if they'll bring... There's rumors of Dracula coming to the MCU, potentially portrayed by Anthony Mann. We'll see. Will they bring Frankenstein? I don't know about that, but I just thought this was a really cool Bronze Age horror book. So that I picked up there. And then I also picked up 2 other books that are here. Here they are. On the way back, I stopped by Streetside Anthony's and just picked up a couple of books from him. It was funny. Erod showed up. I'm like, yeah, I haven't seen you in too long. So I picked up 2 books. These are both maybe going to go into pre-screens if I take a real close look at them and think they might be slab worthy. Yeah. So the first book I picked up is Justice Society of America #1. I've been picking this book up quite a bit because it's the first appearance of Cyclone. She's going to be in the Black Adam movie. And I think what tends to happen with DC Keys, we saw it happen with Bloodsport, we saw it happen with Peacemaker and all the characters surrounding him, Vigilante, Judo Master, is nobody specs on these characters like they do in Marvel. Because nobody pays attention to the DC stuff, which is an entirely story in and of itself. But what happens is then the property hits, and if it's successful, then all of a sudden people get interested in that character. So that's why I'm kind of holding out on some Cyclone spec there. And then I picked this one up. This is a pretty sharp copy, I felt, of at a newsstand at that. X-Men 184. This is the first appearance of Forge. That's my haul for the day. I had a lot of fun. It was hot, but it was a nice day going out, picking up some comic books, talking comics with people. Let me know what you think of what I grabbed. What is interesting there. I had also gone to a couple of garage sales the last couple of days. Didn't pick up a whole lot on either of those. Probably the best book between the 2 days is Omega Men 5, the second appearance of Lobo. So that was nothing too earth-shattering. So, you know, the hunt is out there, so keep on hunting. Let me know what you think about these books. In the meantime, here are a couple of other recent videos of mine. And this is Jim saying until next time, enjoy your comics.